welcome to the Joneses.
What's up, guys? So we are actually on the road right now. We are headed home for the 4th of July weekend. Today's July 5th. Yeah, it's July 5th. And we are going to show you guys a full day of eating
While traveling.
While traveling.
On the road.
On the road. Our first pit stop is Best Buy though. You're not gonna get food at Best Buy, but what you will get is a music player hookup. The car that we're in right now doesn't actually have an aux cord, so we just need to hook up so that we can play some music, mostly so I can drive.
Have some jams.
Yeah, whenever we travel, it's kind of awkward that...
Why is it awkward?
It's not awkward, it's weird that I like thoroughly enjoy driving.
Like we even had game plan earlier. I was like, I can start driving and then you can drive so you can, you know, rest a little bit.
Yeah,
and what does he do? He says, just get in the passenger seat, I'll drive. I was like, okay.
Yeah, something about driving that just really, I love it, so.
So we are going to stop at Best Buy and then we're gonna get some food because it is actually just after noon and neither one of us have eaten anything today. So we're both very hungry.
I want to find a Chick-fil-A. I don't think there's a Chick-fil-A near us. So we should actually just go ahead and tell them our macros right now, what we're trying to hit.
Okay, so my macros are 130 protein, 205 carb, and 65 fat for today.
Now I'm hitting, this is a little ridiculous, but I'm in a surplus, 470 grams of carbs, 225 grams of protein, and 100 grams of fat. I have a little bit more room than Kay does when it comes to finding protein sources while driving on the road. It should be a little bit easier, but it's still difficult to make sure that I'm not overeating on fat if we're, you know, picking up gas station food or snacks at the gas station.
We're not eating gas station.
No, gas station food is pretty horrible, but we're gonna make this work. And we also should let you guys know that whenever we set our macros, we set it in a range. We're trying to be within 5 grams up or down of our intended macros. So even though I'm shooting to hit 225 grams of protein, if I get 220 in, great. If I get 230 in, great. Same thing, you know, for my carbs, 465 or 475. 105 grams of fat, 95 grams of fat. Same thing with Kay, 130 grams of protein is what she's trying to hit. So if she hits, what is that, 135?
Or 125. So we are gonna take you along every step of the way, let you know what we get.
The pups are in the back?
Oh yeah, the pups are in the back.
Yeah. Alrighty guys, so we just stopped at Panera and we picked up a couple things. Our first meals of the day are gonna be as follows.
So I got a chicken Frontega. Get out of there. Come on, get down. Hey, come on.
He's hanging loose.
Okay, so I got a Frontega chicken sandwich, and I took off the mayonnaise and swapped it out for wheat bread. So the macros on that are 13 fat, 45 carb, and 39 protein. So actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I actually went through the menu, looked at the sandwiches that had the least amount of fat, since you know that's something that is more prevalent when you're eating out. Yep. And you got the tuna salad.
Yeah, so I got tuna salad and I also got a cinnamon crunch bagel. Because I know I have a lot of fats to work with, I just kind of went ahead and picked something I wanted right away without really thinking too in depth about the macros. I know that I don't want to blow all my fats right away, so, and I kind of had an idea that this tuna sandwich, because I've had it before, isn't, you know, 70 grams of fat or something ridiculous like that. This actually contains, what is it, 27 grams of protein, it has 54 grams of carbs in it, and then 34 grams of fat in the tuna sandwich. Now, in the cinnamon crunch bagel, the macros are 10 grams of protein, 82 grams of carbs, and then only 6 grams of fat. So exactly what I wanted, something that was very carb heavy, very minimal in fat, but something that I can start to work with. From here on out, we're gonna be, you know, picking up food on the way to Maryland as we drive, but we're also gonna start pre-planning just a little bit as well.
Yeah.
So we're gonna think about where our macros are, where they need to be, and then we're gonna try to find foods that fit in alignment with that. I know right now, I'm already thinking about stopping at a vitamin shop, grabbing a couple packets of protein, or maybe just a quick grab and go, quick grab and go protein shakes so that I can stay in line with my protein goals. And I think I'm gonna be in the mood for some Chick-fil-A later, so hopefully we'll find a Chick-fil-A. So yeah, I think there are a few in Maryland, so we're still in Ohio right now. But these dogs are getting hot, we're getting hot, we gotta get on the road.
Let's do it.
Feels so good, feels so good right now. It's the way you make me feel so good.
So good. I'm gonna eat this, and I'm gonna keep listening to Post Malone. I'm trying to fall apart. I'm not trying to fall apart. But I'm a jam. Sometimes you just need that, you know? Just old school Post Malone, get you going. As old school as Post Malone can be, right?
Sure.
Pigtails, tattoos.
Alright, we're not talking about
Post
Malone. Bye. Alright guys, so we just stopped at a gas station. We're gonna switch. I'm gonna drive for a little bit. You say hi, Lynn. Brandon went inside to use the bathroom really quick, and probably to get something else to eat if I had to guess correctly. And I also got a White Monster. I know, don't judge me, but I just need a little bit of caffeine to keep me up while I drive. So the macros on this are 2 carbs, 0 protein, 0 fat. So very low in macros. And then I'm also going to eat the sprouted grain roll that I got from Panera as my side. And the macros on that are 34 carb, 1 fat, and 7 protein. So just to kind of, you know, keep munching throughout the day. That's my style of eating more so, as opposed to like a lot of big meals. I have, you know, smaller meals throughout the day. So once Brandon gets back, I'm sure he'll update us on whatever he got.
Alrighty guys, so my second meal, it's just gonna be a quick one. I picked up a 1 bar. Hopefully you guys can see that. Maybe we can focus. There we go. The macros on this, 9 grams of fat, 24 grams of carbs, and 20 grams of protein. So again, this is a snack that I know has a lot of protein in it, but I also need a lot of carbohydrates and I can tolerate a little bit more fats. Like I said, I wanna go to someplace like maybe Chick-fil-A or even a Chipotle later while we're on the road. So I'm gonna try to make sure that I'm aware of where my fats are. They're probably one of the easiest ones to really overdo. So I'm gonna down this in just a moment. And I also picked up one of my favorites, which is a little different, and most people probably wouldn't suspect this to be a good source of protein while traveling, but it actually is. So, beef jerky. So the macros on this jerky are actually very friendly if you're trying to get in a lot of protein. If you don't eat beef, I mean, you can do like turkey jerky. I even think they make like chicken jerky. There are 3 servings in this container. Oh, for the 1 bar, there was only 1 serving. It's the actual bar. Each serving is 1 gram of fat, 6 grams of carbs, and 11 grams of protein. Multiply that times 3. Maybe account for the fact that it's a package and the fact that each packaging can be a little bit different, and we want to make sure that while we're traveling, we're kind of undershooting for protein, you know, assuming that if we were to weigh this out, it would not be a full 3 servings. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is probably 2.6 grams of fat total, maybe like 16 or 17 grams of carbs, and then anywhere from 30 to 32 grams of protein. It's still pretty good as far as the ratios go. Not too much fat in this, not too many carbs, and a decent amount of protein. The protein is very high. This will keep me moving on track to get all 225 grams in. I'll actually be eating a sprouted grain roll too. I didn't realize I had one. Okay, just informing that we both got them. 34 grams of carbs, 1 fat, 7 protein. It's even better. Hey, I'm chipping away at that protein. We are gonna continue to drive and continue to eat. And that was our second meal. So we are on track. I'll give you guys a quick update right here of where I'm at for my macros, and then Kay, we're gonna give her an update right here. of where her macros are thus far on our trip home. So yeah, stay tuned, and we're gonna keep eating. Smiles, smiles, right?
Okay, so I just made this peanut butter sandwich. It looks kind of messy, but that's okay. So we brought our food scale with us. This is the great thing about just having a portable food scale, and we had brought some bread, some peanut butter, and some honey. So I did 2 slices of bread, 1 serving of peanut butter, and then half a serving of honey.
So I actually went ahead and bought a Muscle Milk from another gas station, so we had to stop to get more gas. So this has 2.5 grams of fat, 40 grams of protein, and 9 grams of carbs. So once I consume this will knock out a really big chunk of protein for me today. As we get closer and closer to Maryland, we are probably gonna go grab dinner with my parents or something of the sort. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this in. I'm gonna scan it into my MyFitnessPal. Most liquids are pretty on point when it comes to their content, like for protein shakes and just different other liquids you can buy that are ready to go. Still, a lot of room to get some food in. I think I'm probably gonna get in something else for protein. Maybe I'll do another one of these if we make another stop. That way, whatever we have for dinner, I'll have a lot of fat for it. So if we eat out, I'll have enough to kind of make it work with whatever I really want. And then as far as carbs go, I'm gonna probably do, you know, something else, like maybe more grains. Honestly, since we're on the road, I might do more candy or something like that. When you have a lot of carbs to spare, and when you're tracking what you eat, yeah, you wanna make sure that you're eating wholesome foods. Let me see if I can find a good, there we go. So yeah, when you are tracking everything that you eat, you want to make sure that you're finding wholesome foods, foods with micronutrients in them, as well as macros, but it's okay to have a little bit of wiggle room. Earlier today, as you guys saw, when we went to Panera, I had 2 complex carb sources with the whole grain roll that I ate, and then the bread. Actually, the bread wasn't a complex carb.
But you had some greens and stuff in your sandwich.
The bread, it was white bread, but still, by having the whole grain roll, it was more complex. Bread in general has a little bit better micronutrients than, let's say, like gummy bears or something of the sort, or Twizzlers or any other candy. I'm gonna try to make sure that whatever we have for dinner tonight is a more wholesome source. It's gonna make me feel a little more satiated or full. And yeah, in the long run, we don't really like just eating a whole bunch of junk, but we wanted to show you guys what a full day of eating would be like on the road, and how you can still meet your macros and still keep it relatively healthy. Yeah.
Speaking of macros, the macros on my peanut butter sandwich, my peanut butter and honey, they are 18 protein, 52 carbs, and 21 fat. So I really haven't eaten as much as Brandon has for the day, but again, we're 2 very different people and we need different things in order to kind of meet our goals. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna eat.
Yeah, we might make one more pit stop before we actually get to my parents' house. We're gonna keep chugging along.
Keep chugging along. Yeah. See you soon.
See you soon. Guys, so what's going on? We actually just got back to Maryland not too long ago. Got back a little bit later, so I didn't want to hold my parents up, so I went ahead and told them to go ahead and start eating, and we dropped Wiley and Winston off at their place for just a minute while we snuck away, and now we're going to the gym.
We also got a couple little things to hold us over in the meantime, and then also to eat for dinner after the gym, because where we got food from will be closed by the time we go to the gym. So yeah, we're gonna show you what we got.
Yeah, it closes, and the gym is actually not closing too long from now, so we didn't have too much time. We wanted to make sure we get our last meals in. So yeah, we want to show you guys what we got. Right here, this is one of my favorites. It's a burrito. In this burrito, I have 2 servings of chicken. I have 2 servings of brown rice. I have vegetables, aka fajitas, salsa, the medium and the mild mixed, 1 serving of cheese, and lettuce. Yeah, lettuce, which is almost no calories whatsoever. So this is gonna be the bulk of finishing my macros. Oh, I almost forgot. I also bought a 16 ounce, oh, what is this?
Root beer.
Root beer, my favorite.
You're a root beer king.
Yeah, so 16 ounces of root beer in here as well to add to the carbs that I need to get in. My burrito almost fell. Oh, close.
Like literally almost unraveled.
Okay, save the day.
Well, wifeys are for, right?
Yeah. Okay, so we stopped at this grocery store here in Ellicott City, Maryland. It's called Sprouts. I picked up some, ooh, hopefully it'll focus. Focus. There we go. So I picked up some Coca-Cola candy, and I actually went ahead and weighed it out in the grocery store in this little bag right here. So what I did was I did the conversion of how many ounces to grams, or grams to ounces, I'm sorry. So this is 80 grams of the Coca-Cola candy, or 0.176 ounces. So anyways, it's the exact same serving. That's another thing that you guys can do if you're on the road. If you have to stop at a grocery store and you're trying to make sure that you're still meeting your macros, you can literally purchase whatever the food is. You can go over to the different scales that they have for weighing out meats, or just weighing out whatever, vegetables,
in the produce section.
Yep, and you can just go ahead, especially if it's a digital scale, which is really what you want. You can do a quick conversion using your cell phone, and you can find out what the serving size is from either grams to ounces, or milliliters to fluid ounces, whatever it might be. And even sometimes pounds. I don't know if you're eating in pounds, that's a lot. Yeah. So
how much did you get?
So I actually met all my macros. Right now, I am at, from this meal, I will consume 94 grams of protein in this meal, 247 grams of carbs, and 48 grams of fat. So if you guys were listening in, as you know, all I needed left for my last meal was 245 grams of carbs, 44 grams of fat, and 90 grams of protein. So I'm a tiny bit over, but I always give myself a buffer of only 5 grams up or down. I'm trying to make sure I don't get a glare from my glasses.
Oh, is that for myself?
Oh, yeah, that's probably for me.
Sorry.
That buffer of 5 grams up or down, it's about 85 calories off from my target, whether that's over or under. Right now, I'm over on my protein by 4 grams, over on my carbs by 2, and I am over on my fats by an additional 4, so I'm still in range to meet the total caloric amount that I wanted for today. So, I'm at my macros.
Met your macros.
Yes, and Kay.
Okay, so I'm actually very proud of myself, especially for traveling, which can be very difficult to meet your macros. My macros are pretty good.
Good.
Yeah. So let me tell you what I got, and then I'll tell you what my macros are. So when we were at Chipotle, I got a salad, and I'll show it to you in just a sec. So it is lettuce, chicken. I get 2 scoops of the the mild salsa, so it's basically just like tomatoes, fajitas, guac, and then I have put a little bit more lettuce on top so that it doesn't stick. I get no dressing on the salad because I prefer to have guac and use the guac as my fats as opposed to like a salad dressing. I wonder if I can show you this without.
And she also had them use the cups.
Weigh it out
to
in
weigh
little
it out.
cups.
Yep.
So this is my salad. I love the salads from Chipotle. I feel like it's a great way to get some micros and macros in at the same time. One
last thing about the cups. If you go ahead and ask Chipotle for them, they're not going to put it on a scale. Each cup is exactly 4 ounces. So
or should hold 4 ounces in the cup.
Exactly. So if you have them level it out when you get chicken or rice.
Yeah, and the girl that was actually doing our chicken, she kind of like put her hand on it and like flattened out the chicken in there and then dumped it on. So that was really good that she did that too. I mean, you can be annoying and ask them to do that. Or maybe you'll get a great Chipotle girl and she'll do it for you.
She was awesome.
Okay, so I also got 2 other things. One of these I'm gonna eat now, and then one of them I'll probably eat like later tonight as like snack after the gym. So I tried one of these last week and it was actually really good. So this is new. Okay, so let me just tell you, so I got this. Let me just tell you what it is. So this is from the brand Think Thin, and it is their plant-based, because I typically try to stay away from whey protein. It's just not my jam. This is a plant-based protein bar. So the flavor is sea salt almond chocolate. So it's really good. Have you ever had like the almonds that are covered in chocolate? Tastes like that. This has 9 fat, 20, what'd you say?
I said, yeah, have you ever had the almonds that are covered in fat, or covered in chocolate?
Did I say covered in fat?
No, you said covered in chocolate.
Oh.
And I go, yeah. There was this one time when I very first discovered chocolate covered almonds.
Oh yeah, you ate them.
Yeah, it was like, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. I mean, I knew they existed, but I didn't
went
really
ham.
eat them. So I tried them for the first time, and I think I would get like a bag of them a day. Yeah, Sam, sorry, but I would get a bag of them
We're
a
past
day.
that. We're still on the candy
Yeah,
kick though.
it was,
Sam, you see?
Yeah, a little
Candy
bit
kick. Okay, so back to these. Macros on these are 9 fat, 27 carbs, and 13 protein. I also got another bar. I don't know, I was feeling like having something sweet, so I'm probably gonna eat this one now and then one later today.
No cow.
It like scared me. Okay, so this is called No Cow. I've actually never had this before, but the macros were great, and I love anything lemon flavored. So this is lemon meringue pie flavored.
It's a lemon meringue pie?
Yes.
Okay, keep going.
I know you don't like lemon, but I love lemon, okay?
Yeah, okay.
So don't hate on my lemons. Okay, so 4 fat, 25 carbs, and 22 protein. So that's pretty good. Pretty good for a bar.
Yeah.
No cow.
Last
And
one?
last but not least, I don't know, I'm kind of thirsty and I just thought that this sounded good and I need a couple extra carbs. So I don't know if this is new from Vitamin Water, but I've never seen it before. So this is a vitamin water and it is called Ice. Cool Blueberry Lavender.
I don't really think that's too new.
Oh really? I've never
50
seen it
cent?
before. No, not 50 cent. Frozen Tundra. Okay, and I also
Nice.
got it because it has vitamin C in it. It has some B5, B6, and B12. All about those vitamin Bs. So that's what I got, and so let me tell you my overall macros for the day. They're pretty good.
Okay.
I'm pretty proud of them. Okay, so let's remind ourselves of what my goal was. So my goal was 130 protein, 205 carbs, and 65 fat. Let me tell you what I ate today, / am going to eat today. 135 protein, 204 carb, and 65 fat. So I'm only 5 over on my protein, I am 1 under on my carbs, and hit my fats even keeled. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, that's pretty
I'm
good.
proud of myself.
You know, when I was talking about 50 Cent with the water bottle, he used to be their sponsor for
Oh.
vitamin water. Yeah, it's not 50 cents, 50 Cent the rapper.
Oh,
You know, there was this,
I got confused.
so there used to be this,
We're
oh,
gonna talk about
gosh.
this.
yeah, we gotta talk about it. There was this show back in high school called Yo Mama, and I remember the best jokes were told on the show. They were also the worst jokes. It just made me think about it because I got a burrito, but the one guy, he's like, you know, in the crowd of people and he's joking around,
No.
he goes, your mom's a platinum rapper.
No.
She raps 1 million burritos an hour. Who comes up with this? This is just horrible. Yeah.
It's
so,
terrible. Okay,
yeah.
so we're gonna eat some of this food now. We're gonna eat it after the gym. We're gonna go to the gym, and we're gonna call it a day.
We're on Lyft.
Call it a night.
Call it a night. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is us doing a full day of eating on the road style.
On the road.
Yeah, stay tuned for more of our content.
Bye.
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 Platinum rapper.
No. Just an update. This is not good. Don't get it.
These are really good though.
What are they?
They are the Coca-Cola candies and they won't go in focus, but they'll go down the pothole.
Oh my God. All right, we're done.
We are done.
Bye-bye.
Bye.